Hello, Flickers. Welcome to your Earth astrology reading for the month of September. We're going to be doing a Celtic Cross spread using the 1909 tarot. And then we are going to clarify with the tarot of the cloister. And then at the end of the reading, we will pull the main theme for the month from the clarifying life situations. All right, so let's get started with the reading for the month of September for the Flickers. We start with your current general energy. And here we have the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is a card of mourning the loss of something that you've already lost the taste for. So again, I feel like the Flickers could be feeling some disappointments, at the beginning of this month. But again, if you took some time to really consider it, those things that you may have quote unquote lost, that you no longer have, that you are mourning, these are things that you really didn't want in the first place. So the solution with the Five of Cups is to turn around and see that you have other cups behind you that are still full, and to be grateful for those cups. Next, we go to your crossing energy, and this can be what helps you or what hinders you. And here we have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups, he is like the dreamer of the tarot. He's kind of represents like the inner child. So again, as far as these disappointments are concerned, Flickers, I I would consider, if you're having a look at these disappointments, does it relate to your inner child in some way, specifically your wounded inner child? Are these perhaps, disappointments similar to what you may have faced as a child, and this is why you are having an emotional response to it? Just something to consider, Flickers, that there might be a little bit of inner child work this month. But let's clarify the Five of Cups and the Page of Cups. So with those, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace is an opportunity for a prosperous new beginning. So, you do have the opportunity here, Flickers, for a new opportunity. Or sorry, for a prosperous new beginning. But again, I would say that it's super important, really, because again, this is just an opportunity. It's not a guarantee of this new beginning. So again, I would have a look at that inner child stuff and see if there are any disappointments that are triggering your inner child right now, and see if you can deal with those inner child issues. Next, we go to the area of your mind. And here we have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is a card of quality work. So I feel like, again, I do feel like the Flickers, they are putting in the work right now. In fact, like the Eight of Pentacles is a card of, like giving 110%. And I really do feel like the Flickers are doing that. You are willing and open to do the work that is necessary. And again, this is going to be quality work that is going to reflect in your life. But let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles. So with the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is a card of victory. So this work that you are doing right now, Flickers, rest assured that this will lead to victory for you. So again, I really do feel like this Ace of Pentacles is coming in for you. As long as you continue to put in the work, you will be victorious. So I love it. And next we go to the area of your foundation. And here we have the Sun. So first of all, the Sun is the best card in the deck. It is happiness, joy, love, togetherness, family, children. It is just like everything coming up flickers. So and no matter what the reading is, the sun in a reading always makes it a positive reading. So, and the fact that it's coming up in your foundation really does say that you have a very strong, solid foundation under you, flickers. And again, your foundation comes from your feeling of happiness right now. But let's clarify that sun. So with the sun, we have the star, hopes, blessings, dreams, all kinds of things coming true for the flickers. I wouldn't be surprised at some point if the Ten of Cups pops up for you as well. So again, I just feel whole lot of blessings. I actually kind of feel some renewal in your foundation. Like something has been renewed, something has been restored in your foundation, and this is what's going to bring all of this love, happiness, joy, togetherness, and hope for you. I love it. Next, we go to the area of the recent past. And here we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, it is the wealth card in the deck, but it's also about training your focus. But there's an interesting message coming through for the flickers right now because I'm also feeling like that protection is needing. Okay, so and I'll explain here. She has got this falcon. Okay, and she has trained that falcon, so it is extremely focused. But if you can see here, she's also wearing a glove on her hand to protect herself from the talons of that falcon. So that's why I'm saying, like, I'm feeling like trained focus, but also protection. So it's almost like you need to protect the things that make you feel wealthy, is kind of, that was a long way to get to that, but that is the message that is coming through. You need to protect the things that make you feel wealthy. Like not wealth or money itself, but the things that make you feel wealthy. Now, with the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Pentacles. And this can be a card of overthinking. So don't overthink things. Just protect yourself. Keep your attention focused. Don't overthink and protect yourself. I hope that makes sense to the flickers. Next, we go to the area of the very near future. And here we have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles, she is all about resourcefulness. And again, I do feel like that is going to be the flickers, especially coming up here. We're coming into the fall. And again, I think your resources are going to be on your mind. You're going to be focusing on gathering your resources is kind of what I'm feeling with this Queen of Pentacles. And perhaps taking stock of your resources. But let's clarify that Queen of Pentacles. So with the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is a card of freeing yourself from self-imposed restrictions. And again, that Queen of Pentacles, she is all about resourcefulness. So I feel like, as you gather your resources, I feel like there is going to be something freeing in that for the flickers. I feel like there's been something perhaps surrounding your resources that you've been restricting yourself on. And I think when you take a moment to evaluate and take stock of the resources that you have right now, you're going to be like, oh, wow, I actually have a lot more resources than I realized, and I'm not stuck. That's kind of the energy I'm feeling with that Eight of Swords and Queen of Pentacles. Next, we go to the area of the next few months. And here we have the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is all about forgiveness. So over the next few months, I would say that there's probably some work that needs to be done surrounding forgiveness for the flickers, whether this is, them forgiving somebody else or them forgiving themselves, or perhaps both. But over the next few months, I feel like, and again, forgiveness oftentimes is not something that happens right away. Forgiveness is something that we have to, again, work on. But I love the fact that in this reading, it's showing the flickers are doing the work. So over the next few months, I really feel like you are going to be able to practice forgiveness in areas perhaps that you haven't been able to before. And I feel like you are going to be pulling those swords out of your heart. But let's clarify that Three of Swords. So with the Three of Swords, we have the Knight of Vessels, which is the Knight of Cups, which is the brave messenger of love. So it almost kind of feels like, and I also sometimes kind of say like, this is my knight in shining armor, the Knight of Cups here. So it almost feels like over the next few months, as you begin to heal those hurts, as you begin to experience that forgiveness, first of all, you could, some of the flickers could actually be meeting somebody who is like a knight in shining armor, somebody who is very in touch with their emotions, and somebody who is very understanding of yours as well. Um, and then again, for others, and again, if this isn't love, this could just be a message of love that comes in that allows you to experience this forgiveness perhaps a little bit easier than you would have without this message of love. Next, we go to the area of your closest relationships. And here we have the Chariot. So the Chariot is a card of, it can be a card of travel, or sometimes I say it's a card of moving on. So there could be a couple, or yeah, there could be a couple, or there could be a relationship that, was pretty close perhaps at one point. But I feel like, it's kind of moving on. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there are people who are going to be going their separate ways this month. And again, hopefully it's done in a just a um, an easy manner. But yes, I do feel a separation of ways that could be happening for the flickers. But let's clarify the Chariot. So with the Chariot, we have again that Five of Vessels. So again, if you are moving on from a relationship, whether this is a friendship, a romantic relationship, a business partnership, whatever it is, again, the Five of Cups, again, you had that as your current general energy as well. Um, and so again, it's a card of mourning the loss of something that you had already lost the taste for. So again, this moving on from whatever this relationship is, I would take your time to grieve, it, because it can be sad anytime a relationship ends, whether, like I said, whether it's a romantic, it's a friendship or a business partnership. It can, be difficult when it ends, and we may need to take some time to mourn that loss. But again, I wouldn't spend too much time focusing on it because, again, you have that Chariot, which is a card of moving on. So take your time to grieve the loss and then express your gratitude for what it was and then move forward. Next, we go to the area of your hopes and your fears. And here we have the Magician. And the Magician is all about the power of manifestation. So, I do kind of feel like there's some hope towards what could be manifested, but there could also be some fears of what could be manifesting. And again, I would lean towards the hope. Do not fear what you are manifesting at this time, flickers. If you are putting the work in, if you are giving that 110%, you are going to be manifesting something beautiful. But let's clarify this Magician. So with the magician, we have the two of vessels, which would be the two of cups. So you could be manifesting love at this time or this month of flickers. And again, you also had that Knight of Vessels or the Knight of Cups. So these are two really good cards as far as love is concerned. So for anybody, any flicker who is looking for love, this could be really good. And you could be manifesting this person into your life right now. And again, for those who aren't looking for love, the Two of Cups is also a card of communication. So again, if you are trying to manifest something, make sure you are clearly communicating with spirit, with your higher self. And again, be careful of words like I don't want or he shouldn't have, or you know what I mean, like those kind of things. Spirit doesn't separate between I want and I don't want. They just look at what you're focusing on. So make sure you are communicating what you are trying to manifest clearly. And finally, we come to the last card in the spread, the outcome card. And here we have the Eight of Cups, which is walking away from things that are no longer serving us. Which again, I think the Flickers have been in a process of doing this for quite some time now. And, you know, this is just Spirit saying that, yes, there are still things that aren't serving you, and that you can walk away from things as you are walking away from these things. But let's clarify that Eight of Cups. So with the Eight of Cups, we have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles, this can be a card of learning. And I actually feel like this is really what the Eight of Pentacles is for the flickers. You really are, first of all, you're learning what the things are that aren't serving you, and you're learning how to walk away from them. And in doing so, you know, opening yourself up for, you know, a whole bunch of wonderful new things to come in. All right, now we will pull the main theme for the month for the flickers. And we have making plans. So it says, chart your course with intention. The future is yours to design and navigate. And it absolutely is. This kind of goes back to that magician energy, right? The powers of manifestation. The future is yours to design right now. And again, you're just right now, you're kind of clearing out some of the old stuff, making room for the new, putting the work in, and again, making plans for the future. So I love it. What a great reading, Flickers. Thank you so much for joining me. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It really does help the channel out, and I do appreciate it, as I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Bye for now.